Today, how to cut the hair of your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, fiance, and significant other
when you've never done it before.
Hi, I'm not nervous. Hi, I'm the deal guy, Matt Granite.
And I'm Daria, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
If you've never cut hair before, I know many of you are home. I know that there's no choice in life right now other than what I'm about to endure. Daria cut my hair once. How long ago was it?
A week and a half.
A week and a half ago. And for the people that you love in your life who you have to trust when they hold sharp objects and scissors, Daria is going to take you through cutting my hair. I think you could probably do a regular pair of scissors, but we spent very little money to get this kit delivered from Amazon. All the information you need is on mattsdailydeals.com. And a reminder, if you're searching for other essentials like toilet paper and face masks, whatever it is you need for this time, I'm hunting them down around the clock. But this is more of a departure from what I typically do as a consumer advocate to let Daria give you a full hair cutting tutorial.
So I'm going to start with using a spray bottle that we got on Amazon. You can use any spray bottle. And I'm going to mist his hair so that it's nice and wet and I can see what I'm cutting.
Yeah. Oh, it's nice and damp. We forgot to mention, before you cut, put any towel over your shoulders, like this.
And then you're going to take a comb and you're going to brush the hair that you're about to cut, just so you can see what you're doing. So once you've combed down the hair, you're going to take your comb, and I like to brush it up instead of using my fingers. I measure out and see if there's any hairs that are longer than others, and if there are, that's when I'm going to take the scissors, and I'm just going to start cutting like this, not like this, cutting a little bit at a time to make sure that if I do make a mistake, it's not going to affect the whole line of hair. Once you've done one section of hair, you can move on to another section of hair and do the exact same thing and keep going.
And as Daria has mentioned to me, at a typical haircut, you move around a little. In this case, don't move at all. They can't handle a lot of the subtleties of your movement, and that will further screw up your potential for a bad haircut.
And remember that you can always respray the hair so that it's still wet when you're cutting it and it looks nice and you can see what you're doing. I'm going to take my comb and I brush his hair back. The reason I'm doing this is that it creates almost like a neutral canvas so that I could see what I'm doing later. And then I'm gonna take just the front part of his hair so that I'm gonna start with a little part of his hair and then start cutting there and then work my way back like that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna cut around Matt's ear. But because again, this is my second time cutting hair, I'm not gonna show you with the scissors, I'm just gonna show you what I'm gonna do. So you see how the hair here is longer? So I'm going to cut that. When I cut his hair, I'm going to pull his ear down and I'm gonna keep one hand here, and with my other hand, I'm gonna use the scissors and I'm gonna cut this area.
And a tip for the person receiving the haircut, don't talk when the scissors are really close to your ear, and try and not breathe heavily even though you're very nervous.
When you're cutting around the ear, pretend my hand here is the ear. What you should do is you shouldn't have the blade like this against the person's skin. You should use the lower part of the blade and you should drag it carefully across their skin, especially around the ear area, so that you don't hurt them or yourself. So if you see, this part of his hair is almost straight, but it's not because hair grows differently. So I'm going to cut a little bit more on this side than on that side, but I'm going to basically brush it down and use the same technique. And then once I'm done, I'm going to probably take the scissors and cut them straight like this, using little motions so that I don't take a chunk of his hair off.
For the sideburns, guys, women, we can correct this with a razor, a regular manual razor in our shower. So do not ask the person cutting your hair other than evening it out if you want to go a little bit shorter mechanically. Daria has now completed my haircut, and although you probably can't tell a huge difference, I'm going to take a quick shower and then I'm going to come sit right on back in this chair and you'll see the before and the after, and then actually what I'm assuming is a fantastic job that she did. And this is the end.
So this is the after product of the haircut. And the best part is, if I screwed up, he's not leaving the house. Hello.
I think it looks great. I evened up my sideburns a little bit in the mirror with my regular straight razor type thing. Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, feel free to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, turn your notifications on. You'll know when I go live next, and sign up for my email newsletter on mattsdailydeals.com to ensure you continue to get updates when things go back into stock. Do you have any final words?
No, make sure that you guys stay apart but together. Like us.
We're apart?
No,
we're not social distancing. We're the same darn house.
We're social distancing from everyone outside of this house.
Okay, fine. I got nervous for a second.
But we're together. Yes.